The based country of Slovakia have just amended their constitution to promote national identity and promote national law above European law, above European Union law. Meanwhile, in Ireland, Fine Gael and Fianna Fáil have signed Irish sovereignty away to the EU, of course. Slovakia also enshrined two sexes only in law, so they only have two genders as well. This is legendary. Much love to Slovakia. I may or may not be a little bit Czechoslovakian genetically, but of course I am half Irish, my dad being from Ireland. It's disgusting, guys. It's really disgusting. The country that I've lived in my entire life, Ireland, that I love, doesn't put their own people first. They sign away sovereignty to the EU. I mean, it's just completely disgusting. So yesterday, Robert Fico amended the constitution to promote national identity. It says here, September 26th, Slovakia's laws will take precedence over EU legislation in matters concerning national identity, including issues of family and gender. Very important, very important. Our own scumbags, Leo Varadkar, tried to get rid of family, tried to get rid of gender. I mean, scumbag bastards. Under a constitutional change approved by Parliament on Friday. Let's go! Prime Minister Robert Fico has taken an increasingly anti-liberal position on social issues, while forging closer ties with Russia and China on the international stage, has billed the constitutional change as a dam against progressivism. And of course, I'm not a big fan of Russia or China, anything like that, but definitely great to see the anti-liberal position on social issues. Critics of Fico, including human rights activists and some legal experts, fear the amendment will threaten Slovakia's commitment to EU laws and international treaties. No, it will not. Slovakia, you are doing amazing. Great job, Slovakia. I love to see it. The change was approved with the minimum necessary 90 votes in the 150-seat lower house with the help of some conservative members of the opposition. The Slovak Republic maintains sovereignty above all issues on national identity. Oh, let's go. I love it, guys. This is absolutely crazy to see. Amnesty International said the changes targeted LGTB and reproductive rights. This is devastating news, they said. I mean, of course, they want to just change the whole country and in real time brainwash the people because they have taken the stance of banning LGTB couples from adopting children. And it's absolutely amazing to see that they did that. For those who don't know why adopting children as an LGTB couple, I'll show you this exact video.
People get mad at me when I say I find this repulsive, but I don't have much to say when this happens.
So that's it. Brandon Keith Riley, Mitchell, offender type tier 1. That means the worst sexual offenses of children, sexual abuse of children, and the same for the other man. Those two men that adopted kids should be burning in hell and get the death penalty, 100%. That's why it's not good. Also, most of the time it's these woke, liberal weirdos that are trying to adopt kids and do weird shit. Here we have adults, perhaps college educated, that are part of this sort of furry craze. Furry meaning absolutely mentally deranged. It is actually scary that there's people like this in the world. I'm not gonna lie, this is a very odd time in society, very odd time in Ireland, the UK, and North America. Of course, the rest of the world doesn't adhere to this bullshit. Nowhere in the Middle East, Africa, or Latin America, or South Asia do they care about any of this left-wing woke nonsense. Only in Europe and North America do we breed this bullshit, guys. It's disgusting. So for a little change of topic, this is the hot topic of the day, of the weekend. Here we have Councillor Conor Reddy, an absolute socialist, communist, Marxist asshole from People Before Profit, talking about the NFL weekend in Dublin. This one is insane. We're going to break it down after, and let's watch it first.
It's NFL weekend in Dublin, which means town is full of absolutely massive helmets. But here's the kicker. €10 million of public money is being handed over to a sporting organisation worth hundreds of billions of dollars. And to soften us all up, councillors and public reps are getting free tickets, which I won't be taking. The story goes that this will generate tens of millions in revenue for tourism. We don't even have a tourism tax. So who benefits? Is it ordinary Dubliners? Or is it hospitality, Airbnb landlords and hotels? When we come asking for money for housing maintenance, for parks, public amenities, or city streets, the answer's always the same. The coffers are empty. We know what this is. The NFL is the sporting wing of the Pentagon. From flyovers, from fighter jets, to naval vessels in Dublin Bay. The NFL has always been about softening the image of empire, America, and war. The threat right now, it's more dangerous than it's ever been. For wealthy tourists and for 1 week only, they've transformed our city. If they put half as much energy into tackling the issues ordinary Dubliners face, this place would be a whole lot better.
This guy is the biggest moron I've ever seen in my life. You know, right off the bat, guys, the NFL and Americans are paying for this. We're not paying for this. He said 10 million of public funding. That's being fueled by the amount of companies that come here and live here. Look at the tourism. Look at the tourist industry. It's all Americans, Canadians. Look at the goddamn pharmaceutical industry. Look at all these massive industries that keep Ireland going. They're all American. This guy is a complete knob. For Ireland to put aside 10 million euro is nothing. That's nothing, guys. That's literally nothing. They're spending billions. Americans are giving this country billions. Apple, like all this stuff, guys. They're giving us billions with their headquarters being here. Apple, Google, YouTube. Like, this guy is a complete moron right off the bat. Secondly, he says everyone's full of everyone here are massive helmets. Basically, he's calling everyone dickheads. He's calling Americans dickheads. I would say that's racist. I would say he's against Americans. He says at the end he doesn't like this image of this sort of imperial, you know, big, huge industrial country that the Pentagon wing, the sport Pentagon wing, like what the... He's comparing the American Pentagon, the head of war, the Department of War, that basically keeps us free. I know a lot of people don't like to hear that, but the reason why we're not being invaded by sexual predators and Al-Qaeda terrorists is because of the US. That's literally the only reason, okay? People would be invading our shores as we speak from the Middle East and from war-torn parts of Africa if it wasn't for the United States military. It's plain and simple. There's the United States military-industrial complex that keeps people safe. Although it kills a bunch of people as well, it absolutely keeps us having the level of freedoms that we have in Ireland. The only reason why we have freedoms in the Western world is because of their military. Plain and simple. It's a little bit because of our military, but it's mainly because they have nuclear weapons and they can just decimate countries, and they have this huge military army. This guy is a complete retard, guys. Secondly, the guy has a Palestine flag in his bio, which of course you guys all know my stance. Go back and watch my videos. Virtue signaling at its highest order, of course. But Nike is one of those countries that actually is funded by that country in the Middle East that he doesn't like. You know, these countries are getting money supplied by the US from these other places. Like these big companies and corporations that he wears, his branded tops, they're all American. So he's wearing an American top talking shit about America. The guy's a complete idiot. I used to have a teacher like this in secondary school. She used to hate the US. Oh, I hate the US, hate the US. And she'd like be wearing like, she'd like drink Starbucks. She loved Coca-Cola. You know, she flipping loved everything that basically the United States gave her. And like, she's just so stupid. It's unbelievable. Like, it's just actually low IQ people. Then he says that we get free tickets, but we're not taking any of them. No one gives a shit if you don't get free tickets or not. I'll take your free tickets. I would love to go. Like, I can't even afford... It's like €300 for tickets. Most people can't afford that. Like, that's a lot of money to be able to afford to go to a game. Then he says, okay, millions of euro in revenue. Of course, millions of euros in revenue will come into this country because of that. And tour guides will get revenue. I'm a tour guide, so I'll get money from this and have done. Like, people are just so stupid. It's great to have these events in this country. Absolutely amazing. Another thing, there's like these big flipping other religious events that are taking place in Croke Park. Nobody kicks up a fuss about that. But when the Americans want to come here, because we know that they back certain countries and it's a whole deep state kind of thing, they get pissed off and get mad. Like, why aren't you guys talking shit about the Croke Park holding other events? It's just ridiculous. That guy is plain and simply an idiot. He's trying to be some virtue signaling dumbass, hating on the US. I would love for him just to go to China, Cuba, North Korea, because it's people like him that literally blame the US for everything, but they're one of the countries that has given us the highest standard of living with capitalism, etc., etc., etc. I just don't understand. These people are just ungrateful. Last video we have here is from the insufferable Paul Murphy, like once again giving out and talking shit about the media posing untrue stories. Let's listen, guys.
Yeah, no, it's not included in the piece. You know it's not included. It's included as a quote from her. But you as a journalist did not go and watch the video to see did she applaud or not. It is scandalous. It is utterly scandalous. You wrote the sentence that video footage showed she didn't clap, when in fact the video footage shows that she did clap. Oh no, I'm saying a particular
campaign is something that goes on over a period of time.
Do you think that's good journalistic practice? Do you think it's good journalistic practice?
Questions, Paul. That's not the way it works. We're here to ask you questions. Do you seriously think that they're...
The journalists are such scumbags as well. They say, that's not how it works, Paul. We're here to ask you questions. Like, if I'm in the Dáil or if I'm a politician as well, I can ask questions back to you. Like, I just hate the journalists. I hate Fianna Fáil. I hate Sinn Féin. I hate Fine Gael. I hate People Before Profit. I hate the Social Democrats. All these left-wing liberal losers, I hate all of them. These blue-haired weirdos are just freakazoids.
We're here to ask you questions. Do you seriously think that there is a smear campaign being ran against Catherine Connolly? And if so, who's running the smear campaign?
There's no smear campaign running against Catherine Connery. I just think that Maria Steen should vote on it. No conservative or more right-leaning person in Ireland, and there's a ton of us, have someone to vote on in the presidential election. If Maria Steen was able to debate these idiots, she would win. She would destroy Heather, whatever her name is, Heather. She would destroy Jim Gavin, cheater, and she would destroy this flipping Catherine Connery without even flipping getting out of bed. Like, these people are just the worst candidates of all time.
Yes, I think in general our media is in, at the core of our media is in lockstep with the viewpoints of the political establishment of Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael. Okay, let me be very let me be very concrete. There was an article in the Irish Independent which said that Catherine Connolly did not applaud Zelensky. It said that. It said that.
That put that question.
No. That's not. Yes, but
if you're referring to my piece.
Yes, I'm referring to your piece. But what happened is the Irish Independent piece, and I maintain that it said Catherine Connolly did not applaud, and we'll check this. And I put the question to her, and she said she did applaud. But you, as a journalist, did not go and watch the video to see did she applaud or not.
I put the question to her.
Yes, but you didn't. You didn't clarify the fact that she clearly applauded. She was implicitly criticised for not applauding when there's a video evidence there that says very. But this is a factual question. It's not an opinion.
So now he cares about facts. So when the right wing, the far right, when they state actual facts, and the left get all pissed off about it, this is now what he's doing. He's gaslighting us. Super hypocrisy. I can't even watch this shit, guys. Like, these people on the left literally have to have their head examined. After the whole Charlie Kirk thing, it really exposed people for who they are. You know, if you applauded a guy who died, I didn't agree with half the stuff that guy said. I didn't really care what he said. But applauding a guy that dies, you know, unless he's like a mass murderer like Osama bin Laden or something, you shouldn't be doing that. That's disgusting. It's sick. Not wanting to have debate, guys, rhetoric. These people don't want to talk. They don't want to talk because they're so emotional. They know if they were to actually get any sort of debate, they would get washed. They would get destroyed, guys. There was no debate have with them ever. Zero. I love you all. If you want to support me, hit the join link underneath the video, because the mainstream media is dead. You will never hear stories like this on the mainstream media. I love you all. Keep doing what you're doing. I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. Loads more coming, and I'll see you all in the next one, man. Peace.